Switching gears now to the coronavirus. As restaurant owners try to keep their businesses afloat during the pandemic, they're also working to protect you and their employees.
But even with precautions in place, employees can still test positive for the virus. 41 Extra's reporter Mackenzie Nelson found out how restaurants handle that situation.
Businesses here in Waldo are making changes to the way they do business in order to keep their staff members and their customers safe and healthy.
Our goal is to try to stay as healthy as possible, keep our employees as comfortable as possible, and continue to still serve people.
The pandemic has forced businesses everywhere to make adjustments almost on a daily basis.
It's really hard, I know, to come into work from an owner's perspective, but I'm sure also from an employee's perspective to not know exactly what each day is going to hold.
In March, McLean's Bakery shut down its dining room. Now the dining options have expanded to a walk-up window and seating area outside. With the changes also came capacity regulations limiting the number of customers and employees in one location.
It might slow down our ticket times a little bit, but it's worth it to us.
Across the street at Beer Station, outside seating is all that's available.
We have not allowed people inside except to use the restroom since the beginning of COVID.
The owner says the decision was precautionary.
Luckily, we haven't had anything yet, but I feel like you just always have to be prepared because you never know. It's just, it could happen to anyone at any time.
If a business has a staff member or customer test positive for COVID, there are a few steps they should take and doesn't always result in a shutdown.
We've already discussed as a staff, if there's any infection on our staff at all, we're going to immediately close. We don't feel it's responsible for us to try to stay open and make it work if somebody has it.
Local health departments say businesses should figure out who the patient was in close contact with. That's anyone who was less than 6 feet away for 15 minutes or more. Those people should isolate for 14 days, regardless if they test negative.
What we've learned is it's very situational and depends on what's happening, who they've been close to, when they found out they've been exposed, things like that. So we're trying to just handle each situation as it comes.
Health officials recommend sanitizing and monitoring the business for transmission. If the case count grows, closing the business for a deeper clean would be recommended. In Kansas City, Mackenzie Nelson, 41 Action News.